Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here with a continuation of our Wolfenstein Youngblood 100% collectibles guide. In this video, I'm going to show you all of the collectibles that are in the Lab X area. There is a metro station nearby that you can take called Siegturm Plaza, but they're both the same area. I'm also going to be showing you the collectibles from where you enter this area from the first time, where the gate is, not from the metro station. They are probably 50 steps apart, and this area is super small, so you won't have trouble finding out exactly where I am. I started right next to the gate where you would enter this area for the first time. Now, if you were to go from that gate area, walk forward, turn to the left, there's a window, hop in, 2 readable items on the bottom floor. Then we can head up 1 floor and go to one of these kind of radio equipment rooms to find our 3rd readable. And in that same room, we can also find a cassette tape tucked in the small bin by the whiteboard. With those out of the way, we can now jump out of the window and kind of go back to where we started, next to that big gate. And there is a truck there that we can jump on, and then a bin on that truck. We need those to get the extra height so that we can double jump onto the balcony kind of above where we just were. This is the only way to get up there, but it isn't too hard of a jump if you know what you're looking for. Once you're up on this balcony, we actually have to jump across this balcony to the other one. And then once you land, you can find a red supply crate with concept art 24 inside. The code is 4780, which we got from a floppy disk later on in the mission or in the area. Then if you turn around from that red supply crate, you can find Readable 76 sitting on the desk or the little table nearby. Now what we can do is jump down. You'll notice that in the little intersection here, there's a garbage truck. Behind that garbage truck, there's a small little house with a window that we can jump through. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump through that window, and there will be a Readable directly in front of us to our left right as we hop in. So make sure we pick that up as well. In this room, there is another collectible to our right-hand side, cassette tape number 39, found inside of the cabinet. And then what we can do is now make our way back outside. And once we make our way back outside, we need to get onto the bus so that we can grab a collectible on another balcony. So get on the bus and then double jump onto this balcony. It's a little bit of a harder double jump for this one. But once we're up here on the table behind this fence, or this grate, you can find a Readable 75, which I had accidentally picked up off screen. Last but not least, number 10 of 27 for this area is Readable 79. And for this one, we are going to go into the metro station. And basically right next to the metro station map, you can find the Readable sitting on a bench. So this is where the metro station is. It's very close to where we actually started the video off, but I thought it was important to kind of make that distinction. Now from there, we have the first 10 collectibles in the first area, and all the rest of the collectibles are basically inside of Lab X. So what you're going to do is, as part of the story, open up this kind of telephone booth style thing, and then inside you can take the switches and head into Lab X. Our first collectible is a pair of 3D glasses. Hop up on the ledge above in order to get past the red lasers. Then use your electrocraft work to end up inside of the office. And then kind of on the right-hand side as we enter, we can find 3D glasses number 67. Additionally, we can find a floppy disk kind of in the middle. This is floppy disk 32, and I believe this floppy disk actually might have the crate numbers we need if you wanted them. Nonetheless, you can hop over this kind of computer terminal to drop down into the next area. As you drop down, turn to your left, look kind of behind you in order to find cassette tape number 38. And then we can continue forward. We're kind of doing this all in one take, as I think it's easier than to try to like break this level up one by one. So from there, we can now go into the next area, hop up on the beams to get past the laser, drop down, and then you can go across this hallway. And basically, it's a little bit of a maze, but there's only really one way you have to go to make progress. And as you're making progress, you'll end up in this room right here. And there is a UVK cover sitting on the desk in the corner here. And then from this location, we can head into the next room where our main objective was. A little bit of a spoiler alert, by the way, if you aren't here yet. So in this room, you can find 3D glasses number 69. Nice. And then you can activate your objective, and we can kind of proceed. So after activating that objective, we now have access to the next area. I'm going to kind of loop back a little bit. There's probably a faster way, but we'll jump over the red lasers here and end up in the next room, where we can get concept art number 21. I have cleared out this room entirely of all the enemies. There were quite a bit. As we enter, move forward up the stairs to your left. Once you reach the top of the stairs, go into the back room and follow the back room into the second back room. In the left corner, you can find concept art 21 inside of the red supply crate, code 8352. Once it opens up, you have that. And then from this location, we can also find 3D glasses number 70. What we want to do for this one is basically jump up onto this box and then jump up onto the overhanging light fixture and find the glasses above the door. From these glasses, we can drop down and go to that door that I was just talking about. This door leads to the next area of the mission. So we're going to do, we're just going to, go through the door animation and wait for us to get access into this next area. As we get access into the next area, what we want to do is turn left, and then we can kind of run forward. And then as we turn right, there will be a railing on our right-hand side. And the 3D glasses are just behind that railing, pretty high up. So you can kind of see them directly under me, or you can drop down and look up to grab them. From there, we'll be required to make further progress into the mission. So we will take out our electro craftwork gun as part of that idea. You'll notice red lasers in front of you with the number 3. Shoot out the door from behind in between the lasers, and then proceed down that same hallway and shoot out the second door in order to gain access into the area. Once you do that, you should be able to now enter, and there will be a cassette tape sitting on a small little trolley onto the right hand side by the end of the room. So pick that up, and then you can go through that door we shot out just earlier, right next to that, in order to find a red supply crate. In that crate, we can find concept 22. The code for this one is 1414. From there, we can find a floppy disk, which I believe is mandatory in order to finish this mission, unless you might already know the code from a previous playthrough. We'll go back to the room where the cassette was, hop up onto the kind of catwalk, and then we'll drop down, and there will be a door we can use to get into the next area, which is where the floppy disk is, as well as a bunch of enemies that will kind of be either taken out or we'll be ignoring. But what we need to do is we need to make our way downstairs and ignore all of the objectives and stuff. Just go downstairs, go down the stairs again, and then as you come down these steps, the room directly in front of you will have a floppy disk on the desk right here. Again, it will be mandatory as part of your main objective for the mission in Lab X. We'll pick it up, and then we'll decode it, and after decoding it, we can move on to the next room. So once we have that code, you can head up the stairs, turn to the right, and head towards the kind of opening right here. And then this one's really tricky, actually. This one actually had me stumped for a while. You'll drop down off this bridge, take out your electro craftwork gun, and shoot the back of this little forklift to open up the door. Once you open up the door, there is a UVK cover in the back corner behind all of these boxes. So we can pick that up.
Cool. Another videotape.
Now from there, we can go through the next door, the closest one, which will kind of bring us into the room with the big kind of gravity ball or black hole in the middle. And as we enter that room, I've taken care of all of the enemies and the Uber commanders and all that good stuff. If you're coming back here as part of free roam, you won't have to worry about all that. But there will be a cassette tape on the right-hand side on top of some computer monitors. So we'll pick that up, and then we will go upstairs on the right-hand side, kind of circle around, and find a 3D pair of glasses sitting in kind of one of the middle rooms above the main area. Now I'm going to try to explain these last 3 collectibles as simple as possible, but basically there is a side mission you will get after completing the game that will ask you to go to Lab X and find the prison and let go of the prisoners. When doing this side mission, you will go into the Lab X underground and then end up coming into the lab from this side, where you can drop down and find the 3D glasses directly in front of us. Now, if you are coming here in free roam and you are entering Lab X from the main entrance, this will basically be at the very opposite side of where we entered. All of this will connect back to where we just were. However, it's going to probably be easier for you to grab these while on the side mission inside of the prison. The second collectible that is in this new area is a concept art, and it's going to be in the next room. The code was 5806. Now, this tunnel links back directly to that gravity well black hole room we were just in, but it's on the opposite side of where we would enter if we entered through the main entrance. Now, when you're doing the main mission for Lab X, once you reach that tunnel, it actually cuts you to a cinematic and then forces you to another area. But if you come back here after free roam and after doing the Lab X prison side mission, that tunnel will be accessible, and then you can walk through it and gain entrance into the Lab X underground and get all those collectibles. Now, the last collectible as part of this side mission, you can do it again during the side mission or after the side mission, is in prison or Lab X area number 5. And then as we run through, there is now a kind of side entrance we have access to that we didn't have access to before. And we can use our electro craftwork gun to now gain entrance. Drop down, and you will see a light fixture. On that light fixture, find concept art number 24. The code for this box will be shown on screen. That might all sound really confusing. It's not that bad. You can do it as part of the side mission and do them in the order of the video, or you can do them as a part of free roam through the main entrance, and you would basically do them in reverse order after completing the side mission. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for future content. Like the video. Share it with a friend. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. I'll see you soon. Peace.